We are live, good people, and I hear feedback. Let's work on it while we play our intro. Let's work on turning our mics down a little so we won't have feedback. All right, here we go. Well, hello, people. Yeah,
Hey,
I'm still hearing a little feedback. I'm gonna turn down my end.
And I turned mine down. So
Welcome to Tangy Tea of Life. Here we talk about any and everything juicy going on in this thing called life. We talk about. So welcome to Tangy Tea of Life. I'm your host Veronica. Oh, Trey, you better get with it. Thank you. I have my
who's that
girl.
lady?
Ooh. Who's that lady?
She's Veronica.
all right now.
You better. Thank you. I have a girl Tori with us tonight. Back with us tonight. Keep the Faith podcast.
What's up?
I Moving on up in this world. Moving on up. I have my brother Trey Nicholson from Glory 98.5 in the house with us tonight. So glad to have you with us, Trey, my longtime buddy, friend, brother. Yes, sitting with us tonight. And guys, we are actually talking about friendship tonight. So it's such a pleasure to have both of my friends on the show. Tori and I have been friends like forever.
20 plus.
20 plus years. Trey and I have been friends since what? Oh,
a long time.
03, yeah. So we've been friends like 18 years. So
watch Trey grow up.
Watch Trey grow up. Yes, we did. We did.
But you know what I think is so beautiful? That Trey watched us when he was young, and he actually pursued a career in radio. I think that is so cool. You know how kids can set a goal and they actually set the goal and they're actually doing what they set out to do. I think that's so dope. Right. I love that. I'm so proud of you, Trey.
Yes. Love you. Yes, indeed. Yes. So proud of you, Trey. And bigger things are on the way for you, my brother. Just keep the faith. Keep the faith.
Right.
Keeping the Faith podcast and the Tangy Tea of Life.
Okay. Yes. We are moving up in this world. And guess what, fam? You guys can now call in on the show when we are live. Yes. You can call in and you can chat with us while we are live doing the tea. That number is 843-481-0533. That number again is 843-481-0533. You can call into the show and conversate with us, but make sure you be nice, okay?
Right.
Be nice. Be nice to us. You know, I'm gonna kill all these buttons tonight. Like it is like a new toy that I have, so it's about to go down. Like I'm gonna be crazy tonight. But welcome everyone to the tea. Thanks so much for watching. Hey, Patricia.
Hey,
Patricia saying, hey, Tori. Tonight, yes, it's all radio personalities on the show tonight. So you guys, you already know. I fall down, you back me up. You already know. You already know how it goes down in the radio world. So thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I appreciate you. Trey, it was like last minute. I was like, Trey, I need you.
And it was last minute.
Like last minute. I'm talking like 7:30. And that's what friends
Wow.
that's what friends are for. Like friends will be there for you no
Right.
matter what.
Hey,
So,
Pam.
Hey,
hey
Pam.
Pam. Yeah. She was supposed to be on here, but
It worked out.
it worked out, honey. God will work it out all the time, right? So guys, let's get right with it. We have an email letter and it's about friendship. So let's talk about it. It goes like this. I feel like a lot of women forgot the meaning of friendship. It is so much backstabbing going on around me to the point I really don't trust anyone. So it started out with the three of us, and now it's me, myself, and I. Sad to say that we've all been friends for a little over 11 years, and for it to end, finding out they both were not true friends at all. One night I was sitting around the house watching TV, minding my own business, and my phone rung, not knowing she butt dialed me. I overheard both of my friends talking about me. One was saying how she was tired of me always coming to her about my problems and that I'm so sensitive about everything, and she just wished that I would die. I must admit that I do have a lot going on in my personal life, but I thought that is what friends are for, to listen at each other's problems. I was wrong. The other friend agreed to everything she said and did not defend me at all. I always felt like they were jealous of me because every single time I um, talked about my life and my career goals, they were always negative. I'm 25 years old, have my own house, my car, and I have a good job. They are roommates, and they asked me about moving into my home once before, but I told them I didn't want any roommates at the time. And I think this is when our friendship really started going downhill. I mentioned to them that I overheard them over the phone, and I'm done. This is not the first time they did me wrong. So I thought it was best to end the friendship. Do you think I'm petty and this is what females friends do? Or should I just close this chapter in my life? Well,
That's easy. That's easy.
right. And let me say, I think it's okay to end friendships. It really is okay. It's okay, and it wasn't meant to last forever. And that's something that we have to accept when friendships, when it close. Like, we have to accept that that's it. It's done. I mean, if I see you in the street, I'll speak to you, but I know how far to take you now. You know what I'm saying? So we have to accept when it's time to end. And not only friendship, relationship, marriages, whatever, when it's time to end it, we just have to accept that that's just what it is. And honestly, I think they meant for you to hear that conversation. It wasn't a butt dial. It wasn't for accident. I feel like they meant for her to hear that conversation. And let's be clear, friends do sometimes talk about each other, but not to the point where it's going to like really destroy the friendship and hurt one another. Friends do talk about each other, but not to that extent. So I'm gonna pass it on to you guys. Tori, how do you feel?
For me personally, I've had friendships. I'm really big on loyalty. And like, say if I have this little piece of hair won't stay right, but say if I have a mutual, like, say, like she said, it's the three of them, right? So say I have friend A, friend B, friend A and B. No, A says something about B. I'm the type of person, I'm gonna shut it down. I'm not gonna allow you to talk about A if A is not around.
Wait a
If
minute,
you got
girl.
something to say about A, if you got something to say about A, I'm gonna shut you down. And
Right,
if you got something to say, you're gonna say it while A is around.
right,
I don't believe in Karen toting. And
right.
if someone talks about someone in my presence, I shut it down and I defend them. But my story is, I don't always get that in return. I'll defend you. I'll be riding for you, but I don't get it in return. But I believe in loyalty. I believe in protected. I value friendship. Friendship is very important to me. So I don't believe in allowing people to tear other people down. If I can't do anything to help you, I'm not going to do anything to hurt you.
Right.
I'm going to lift you up. I'm going to encourage you. I'm going to ride for you. I'm going to pray for you. That's just me because I value it so much. But when you get to the point where friendships are draining and it's disturbing your peace, then it costs too much. It's too expensive if it's disturbing your peace. Friendships, some friendships are not meant to be for a lifetime. There's some that come for a reason. There's some that come for a season. And sometimes we get caught up with holding on to seasonal people and people that came into our life for a reason. And sometimes the pruning, when God prunes us, it doesn't always feel good, but it's necessary. But you don't hold, I'm the type of person, I don't hold any grudges. And like me and Veronica was talking, we was talking about this before, like say a friendship in, and you know, a lot of times in friendships, especially with females, we share a lot of secrets. I'm the type of person, if you share secrets and told me things in confidence, just because I don't talk to you anymore, I'm not going to put your business out, things that you told me in confidence. I'm never going to do that. That's just the type of person that I am. And also, I believe in forgiveness. But because you forgive people for doing you dirty, does not mean you have to reconcile. Forgiveness does not always mean reconcile. Sometimes you forgive, you move on. And just like Veronica said, like if you see that person, you speak to them and you move on. Be cordial. But that doesn't mean that you have to reconnect and rekindle that friendship. Sometimes that friendship, like I said, it comes for a reason or a season and you be done. So like I said, this is easy for me. And I'm really big on protecting my peace. If the friendship is draining or it's one-sided, like I'm always the one that's reaching out. I'm always the one checking on you. You're not worried about me, or you calling me when you need me for something and it's draining. It's time to sever the ties. So it's very easy. And I'm sorry for talking too long.
Oh no, you good.
Sorry, Trey.
Because that is definitely facts right there. Like, Trey?
I say close the chapter. The reason why, just talking for me, once I know you said something about me, I'm done. I'll say, I will bring it to your attention. I want to get your point of view, but me going out the way to help you, and you want to come live with me, and shut it down. Because number one, I can't trust you. And a wise person always told me this, and I always remember this. And if anybody out there watching, know this: the people that you go out to help the most are the ones that goes out to hurt you the most. So you just got to be mindful, and you got to know people motives, because the world that we're living in, people are grimy and shady. You just got to know people motives.
Right.
And close that chapter and don't look back. I know I'll be done. I'll call and tell you what I heard. So I won't be evil and spiteful. Yeah. I'll tell you, and I'm done. And if I see you out in public, hey, how you doing? Praise the Lord. That's it.
Right.
Praise the Lord. Well,
you know what? I don't want to interrupt. I'm sorry for interrupting, Trey, but this is the other thing I was going to say. This is what kind of ticks me off too. When people come to you and they tell you what someone else said about you, in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, you telling me what they said. What did you say?
Because you had to say something.
What was your input? Did you defend me?
Exactly.
That's what gets me a lot of times. That people are so quick to say, well, Tori, this person said this or this person said that. But what did you say?
And saying that was her thing. Like, she felt like the other friend should have been defending her. Yeah. But she's agreeing with everything that the other friend is saying. So they both were wrong. It was like
that's
you
not
said.
The first conversation. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you good.
I was like, that's not the first time they had that conversation, because she just happened to listen to it. And it's not the first time it happened. It probably happened multiple times, and she just happened to hear that one time.
Right.
So,
Well, and me being so soft, I may still be like, grab something to eat, maybe. But I know how far to take them. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
we ain't going out to eat. I'm sorry, Ron. We ain't going out to eat.
Day's over.
We ain't going out to eat. I'm sorry. No, ma'am.
We both love to eat, Tori. No? Okay, well, maybe I'm taking it too far. I don't know.
No, we ain't breaking
the
no
Lord
bread.
said,
no
forgive, right?
Forgive, but you got to remember too now.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm just saying, I don't know what, I mean, that happened to me. I can't say that happened to me before. I told someone something in secret, but we wasn't like close friends. So that was my bad for even going down that road and sharing that information. But she ended up telling somebody what I told her, and I'm like, I know not to trust you, and I know not to say anything else to you personally about me. You know what I'm saying? But you're right. We have to be careful who we share information with. We have to be careful who we call friends, because a lot of people portray as your friend, but they're not really your friend.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I met some really good people. I mean, I have my friends that I've been friends with for over 20 years, and we still friends, like tight knit friends. But then you still have people that come in your life, like Sharon, for instance, who I met at the gym. And I consider Sharon a friend, you know. So it's not like it's about having long term friends, or whatever you want to call it. People come in your life for a reason, like you said, for a season. It is just up to us to realize what is the actual, what's the word? Um, what is the reason? Are they really here to be friends with us? Or,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
are they out for something?
Mm-hmm.
Or, so we just have to be careful who we call friends. But I can honestly say that I've met some really good people since um, I've been going to the gym, and just around, not even the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like, even
Mm-hmm.
from
Yeah.
this show, the tea. Like, I've met
Mm-hmm.
some really good people that I can call my friend.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
And I can honestly say, not to cut you off, I can honestly say, you know how like there was this saying, and there's some people that probably still say it, where they say that they use the term no new friends. And when you use that term, no new friends, sometimes you're blocking yourself off from some blessings. Like a
Yeah,
lot of times, the people that you have been knowing your entire life, the new people that God is placing in your life, those new people that He's placing in your life, sometimes they'll protect you and look out for you more so than the ones that grew up with you or know you for 20 plus years. Because I've
right.
had friendships that I've had long time, and I realized after about 20 or more years that they weren't really my friend, because
Mm,
my problem is I like to see the good in people. And I
yeah.
think that's one of my downfalls. I like to see the good in everybody. But I have to understand that I can't expect me from everybody. Everybody
Mhm.
don't think the way I am. Everybody doesn't have the heart that I have. So a lot of times, when God removes people out of your life, don't go chasing that person. And when He
Girl.
sends new people into your life, receive it. And that was my issue, receiving, because another one of my downfalls is I would isolate a lot. I would shut
Mhm.
down. And a lot of times when you shut down, you are not only shutting out the people that are trying to harm you, but you're also shutting down and cutting off the people that really care. So I had to
Mhm.
learn, like I told you guys on a previous show, I don't know if it's my show, Veronica, or yours, but you remember I said that instead of having walls, you have to have gates. Because when you have walls, you shut everybody out. But when you have
Yeah.
gates, you're able to set boundaries and you let people in, let people out. And
Mhm.
if somebody is not serving, there for a purpose, to let them go. So I'm good with creating boundaries now, and I'm working on not isolating, because there was a time I would isolate and I would change my phone number, or I'll
Mhm.
block, or I don't answer, don't text. I'm better at that now. But it's like I've learned also that if I stay connected to certain people, I don't have to answer every call. I don't have to answer every text. I don't have
Mhm.
to go running every time they call. I can't save everybody. So
Right.
I just believe in loyalty and just being good to people and treating people how you want to be treated. Because like I said, I don't take friendship lightly. I value friendship. So I'm still a work in progress.
Yeah.
I'm
And
still a
see,
work.
that's me. I'm all about friendship, and being loyal, being there for one another, and all of that. Like, I have some really good friends, some really good people in my life at this point, and I thank God for them. And I can honestly say that I am a good friend, Trey.
Yes, you are a good friend.
I need
Really? Yes, you are.
I need for you to speak up a little quicker,
Oh
okay?
yeah, I mean, yeah, you 100% hands down, you are a good friend. Anytime you ever
Yeah.
needed to talk to someone, she's always there, vice versa.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
And it's always good to have that friend that you can always trust, and to have that friend that don't talk too much.
Right.
Sometimes you got to test people out to see if they talk too much.
What you
Sometimes
talking about?
you can just make up something.
Listen, Trey, you don't understand. I'm an observer. I sit back and I watch. Let me see where you coming from. Oh, I'm gonna watch you. Like where you
Well, I
get
make up something just to see how that
Just to
mouth
see
is.
how, yeah, just to see if it's gonna spread.
Oh, that's good, Trey. That's good. Oh, that's
To
good.
see if it come back. And once I know you, I'll know how to deal with you. But I ain't
Wow.
going. The
That's
circle is tight.
good.
Yeah.
That's good,
So
Trey. That's good. Just make up something. See what they gonna say. Oh, I like that.
see
You
if
should try
see
it sometime.
if, see if they're gonna tote it.
I like that. I'm gonna try that.
But good friends are hard to come by, though.
Right.
You have to be
Right.
careful. Like this young lady, I really truly believe that they meant for her to hear that conversation. Like,
Mhm.
and for you to say that you just wish that she would die. I mean, who says that about their friend though?
That
Like
ain't no friend.
that's yeah, like, and this
I don't
isn't the
care how
first,
bad somebody hurt me. I would never wish death on anyone.
right.
Never.
And the thing is that she said this isn't the first time that that they did her wrong.
My question
So
is for her: why she keeps going back to them? I mean,
Right.
because some people are soft-hearted, like
I guess I'm just the cold-hearted, mean one.
No, it's this, you know how to protect your peace. See, I was like that at one point. See, a lot of times when you're like that, because I was like that at one point. A lot of time when you're like that, it's like you're kind of a people pleaser. You can possibly be needy, and sometimes we have that syndrome. You want everybody to like you, but everybody's not. I've learned it. Everybody's not gonna like you, no matter how good you are to them. They're not gonna like you, and it's okay. But I had to get to that point, like Tori. Everybody not gonna like you, no matter how good you are to them. They just not gonna like
yeah.
you. And
But
then
some
you're gonna have people that are gonna dislike you because of how people love you, which is crazy. I'm like, come
that
on. And it's like, because I had a friend, associate now. But they were saying, oh, Tori is this, Tori, Tori this. And my thing is this: if I do something for someone, it's a pet peeve of mine. If I do something for you, don't broadcast it. Because I like to do things in secret. But they just wanted to just give me my flowers, which was cool. But I don't like for people to broadcast what I do, because I like to do things in private, because I do things from a pure place. I do things from my heart. So I don't need to broadcast what I do, because I do it from a pure place. But they were just making a comment, well, Tori did this, that was so sweet. And you could tell, they didn't say it, but your facial expressions
fake
tell it
expressions.
all. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay. I be watching people facial expressions, pay attention to how people react when good things happen for you. Like, say you get that promotion,
Mhm.
say you get a new car, pay attention to how people respond, especially when you're blessed. Pay attention, because everybody, they may say they happy for you, but they face be telling on them they ain't really happy. They ain't really
Child.
happy for you. But me, I'm genuinely happy for other people, because if God bless them, then guess what? He in the neighborhood. He's in the neighborhood.
You okay? My blessing on the way.
Right. He's in the
And that's so
neighborhood.
true. Because if you're knocking someone and hating, if you want to call it that, on someone, you're blocking your blessing. Don't do
Right.
that.
Right.
You don't know where your blessing is. That's why I'm like, anybody I see doing good, I'm like, listen, do it.
Right.
Good for you.
And you
Go
don't
out
know
there
what
and
that
make it
person had to
happen.
go through.
You don't know what that person had to go through. That's what I said on the show the other night. I was like, you can't look from the outside in, because you don't know people's struggle. You don't know what they went through to get where they're at. So
Right.
stop looking from the outside in and trying to guess on how somebody got where they're at, and just be happy for them.
Right.
If you're not there yet, keep praying. You'll get there. Whatever
Right.
your dreams are, whatever your goals are, just keep praying, keep pushing, and it can
Mm-hmm.
happen. But
Right.
you gotta want it to happen. There's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of things that I want to do, but I gotta push myself to do it, because I know there's bigger and better things out there for me to be doing, and I'm going to do it. But I
Right.
just gotta stop sitting on it and make it happen. And see, that's the problem with
Absolutely.
a lot of people. They want to sit and they want to talk about what they want to do, but they don't take that step to do it. But then they over here with the mean face because somebody else grinding
Right.
and living their dream, but they're getting mad because they're at a standstill. But you got to get off your butt to make things happen. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? You got to move because it's not going
Mhm.
to move for you. You got to make it happen. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably got off topic just now, but hey, it's
It's all
facts.
good. You know we straight from here and there.
I ain't kidding. All around the place on the T, right? But
Right.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. She this young lady, I do feel like she need to just close this chapter. And if it's meant to be,
Mhm.
then it will come back around.
And the question for is asking her is why you keep letting these people back in your life.
Mm.
Why?
Yeah.
Because there's a reason why she keeps going back.
Um, and like I said, you do have really overly nice people that just sit there and accept things that happen. You know, whether it's friendship, relationships, they just sit there and take it, and they're just hoping for a change. They're hoping that these people change in their lives. So
But
she's
for
hoping that they
them to
can be
say those
different.
comments, I'm
Mhm.
done. You can't take that back. You want me to die? Really? That's how
Yeah,
you really
Yeah.
feel?
right. And then, you know, if you do stay friends with them, then you're going to be looking at them all the time. Say if they in the corner talking, are they talking about me? I wonder what they saying.
Mhm.
I wonder what they saying when I leave the room. Or, you know, why even put
Mhm.
yourself in that position? Because at this point, I feel like she's not going to trust them like she been trusting them. So she's
Mhm.
25. So that means if my math is correct, they've been friends since she was what, 14?
Wait a minute. She
Yeah,
said they were friends for how long? 11 years?
11 years, and she's 25. So, I mean, that's a long time to be friends with somebody. But
Yeah.
like you say,
About
Tori,
14, 15. Yeah. Because I'm not
so,
math ain't my subject either, child.
child, but
I'm
like you
pulling up the
said,
calculator, make sure I'm right. 11 years, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
she's
14.
20,
Yeah.
14.
Yeah. And see
So,
that may be one of the issues as well. Sometimes we feel as though if we have history with someone, whether it's a friendship or romantic, because you have history with that
mhm,
person, you think you got to hold on. But no, history don't mean anything. History just means you have history, and sometimes you just have to
mhm,
let it go and allow yourself to meet new people. And sometimes we get in because I know I've done this before. Sometimes we can be loyal, so loyal to people that we betray ourselves. So
Mhm.
sometimes you have to get to the point where you're selfish. You have to love yourself more. If you're in a situation, whether it be friendship, family, romantic, if it's hurting you, and like I said, costing you your peace, it's too expensive. It's time to let it go. Even sometimes you have to distance from and cut off family members. It's necessary. It's essential to protect your peace. I'm to the point
listen,
now in my life, ain't nobody gonna take my peace. I don't care who it is.
girl, you
No,
better speak it.
you're taking my peace.
Like we at that age now where it's like
What?
you trying to steal what? But listen, Tori, you probably got this text too from Art this morning.
This
But
morning. Oh,
it,
what
it
that? Oh my God, that text was on point.
listen,
You're gonna
I
read it, right?
yes, I'm getting ready to read it now, and it is so on point. It says, "Protect your energy and spirit at all costs. Stay away from negative people and atmospheres. Relationships aren't perfect, but if you find yourself drained, crying, stressed, or giving off more energy than the other person most of the time, it's time to do what's best for you."
Applause. Hit that applause. Yes.
Girl, that is so
Listen.
powerful.
Yeah.
That is so powerful.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Been there, done that. And now like I don't want to feel that way anymore. I don't want to feel like the negativity and feeling drained and crying and depressed and like
Right.
I put those days behind me. because it's time to live, honey.
Yeah.
Life is short. People are dying. And, it's sad to say, but there's so many people in the grave that did not live a life. They just been sad and just waking up day by day and just living a depressed life. Like no one should have to live that way. That's why I'm always trying to give positive energy when I'm on the radio. Because you just never know who's listening. You never know who's having a bad day, and
Mhm.
for those encouraging words to lift people up, that's a big deal to me. I've been on an R&B station, two R&B stations, worked on a hip hop station. Now I'm on Glory, and I just feel like, Glory, Jesus,
Won't he do it?
won't he
Won't
do
he
it?
do it?
And I just feel like that is the place for me because I want to give people that energy and put smiles on people's faces. I love when people inbox me or they send messages to Trey, and be like, "Oh, Tara J just made my day. I've been down and out, and by the words that she said, uplifted me." Like that makes me so happy because there's so many people that are just living this thing called life, and they're not living it to the fullest. Like they're just living day
Right.
by day. Just wake up. Oh, it's another day. Like
Mhm.
people, you have dreams, you have goals. It's time to get up and do the things that you want to do. Stop
Mhm.
worrying about what this person gonna say. Stop worrying about what that person gonna say. How they gonna look at you. Live your life to the fullest and stop being unhappy. So
Absolutely.
And you got to be careful who you got in your circle too.
yes, exactly. Because people that you have in your circle can bring you down as well. If they ain't trying to go nowhere, they don't want to see you go anywhere either. You stand
Yeah.
down, they stand down. It's all gravy. But once you get on your feet and they still down, did I say all gravy?
You're about to
Yes.
say something else.
Oh my gosh, that was hilarious. Okay. But yeah, I know what I mean. But yeah, I mean, you have to lift each other up, especially like you say, Trey, in that circle. You have to lift each other up, or, that's
And
what
another
friends
thing,
do.
you have to be very mindful of who you talk to and how much you tell people your business.
Mhm.
Because like I said earlier, you just don't know people motives.
Mhm.
And
Absolutely.
if you talk too much, that's how things can always go wrong. You can't just be telling, "Hey, this is what I got going on. This is what."
Mm-mm.
I mean, I'm just saying, just Tori. Let's just say you, for example. Let's say if I'm working on something and I tell you and Veronica not happy about it. Veronica could be praying that it don't even go through, or Veronica could tell somebody else and add more to it what I told Tori. So it's all over the place. So you just got to be mindful of who you trust and who you talk
Yes.
to.
And you know what? Let me tell you what our motto is at church. Our
What is
motto at church is KYMS. Keep your mouth shut. Sometimes
Girl.
you have to move in silence. You can't
Hey,
tell everybody everything. Sometimes things are going to have to be just between you and
I'm
God.
always moving in silence, to be honest. I'm
Yes.
always moving in silence.
Right.
Like
Right.
for real, because that's my thing, and I've always been that way. Like I'm so private when it comes to stuff, you know?
Mhm.
It's certain things that I may tell someone, but a lot of things like I hold in, like things I'm trying to accomplish. Like I don't want to tell people until I'm to that point where I'm ready to tell people. Like I know it's done. Even if it's in the works. I
Don't
don't
tell them
like
till it's done, or
till
let
it's
them see it,
done.
or let them see it while it's happening.
Right. Like,
Yeah.
but you have a lot of people out there that be, praise God, I got this going on. This is in the works. Like, I mean, to
And
each his own, to each his own, to each his own. I'm not knocking no one, but that's just me. Like, I'm very private.
And people also needed to realize is don't put everything what you got or accomplished on Facebook
I was just about to say that, Trey, because
because
here's the thing. I don't mean to cut you off, Trey, but like when you're posting everything on social media,
Mhm.
people know what to attack. If you don't post it, they don't know how to come at you. They don't know how to attack you. So if you don't put it out there, they don't know what's going on with you. But if you put it
Right.
out there, oh, you best believe they're gonna attack it.
Yeah.
So I would say don't post it. Don't even
Even
post your food.
when you get a new job, you don't have to post. I never understand why people always post where they work at. They just got a job and they moved to a new city. Don't tell people that. And another thing, when people, it's great that I know a lot of people getting homes and buying homes for the first time. For the first time, sometimes you don't need to put that on Facebook because people are so evil and you just don't know what's going on in their mind. You just brought this house. God bless you with this house. They say people do is trying to find the address. Oh, you wondering why your house broke into? Well, you just told everybody you going out of town, or I mean, you just don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, that's true. But why shouldn't I mean, I'm not gonna do it, but I'm just using me as an example. Why can't I share my blessing with people? I just bought this new house. I want people to know, like,
Tell your family and friends, but don't put it on Facebook because all of us know we have people on our Facebook who we don't even socialize with on a daily basis or talk to. And we know people that we are probably friends on our Facebook page. They're on there for a reason, just to be nosy.
of
So why are
course.
we going to open up that window and tell everything what we got going on? I'm not going to do it. I don't post everything what's going on.
Yeah.
I might on Snapchat because Snapchat, those where I keep my real people at. Because that
Okay.
Now, it's Trey. I don't know how that snap thing worked. I had to delete it. I didn't know how
Listen,
that worked.
child, I'm lost.
You have to teach me. I'm like, huh? Man, I deleted it. I was actually using
Veronica is
Snapchat
very
for the filters.
a little bit of Snapchat.
Listen, you may catch me on there, but I just got the Snapchat last month.
Yeah.
Oh, you
I
know
can't
what I
remember.
mean? I deleted mine because I didn't
Earlier
know how
this
to use
month,
it.
child. Listen, I had one before, but never got on it. So I just deleted. I'm like, why is this app right here? I'll never use it. So I
Yeah.
decided to download it again. But speaking of keeping things to yourself, like no lie, I keep this sticky note on my computer and I look at it. Sometimes it came from my high school teacher, Mr. Lewis, may he rest in peace.
What
But
is
I
that?
remember that I had to take a test over. It was a big test, and I think I needed to pass that test, to actually pass that class or something. And you know how people come to you, did you pass? Did you pass the test? And I was like, no, girl, I got to take the test. Though Mr. Lewis heard me, and he was like, let me have a chat with you. You know, the bell rung, people changing classes. So he was like, everyone doesn't need to know your business. Stop telling it. I have that on my sticky note right here on my desk. Mr. Lewis, high school teacher. Yes, I never forget that. And I always been private, but that right there just put like a stamp on it. Like, and I always look at that sticky note. But yeah, I always been private. But I don't know, you just have people that just want to tell their business. And like I said, to each his own, but I don't know. So this young lady, I mean, I definitely feel like maybe she needs to stop talking to them, definitely. And she asked the question, is this like normal? She said, am I being petty? And this what female friends do, or should I close this chapter? No, not all female friends.
Not true friends. True
No,
friends don't do that.
no.
Those are not true friends.
That's definitely stabbing you in your back.
Yeah.
And you know, butt dials do happen sometimes. I try not to let that never happen. But I'm just saying, I just feel like they set her up for that. Maybe they didn't want the relationship any longer. Maybe they wanted the relationship to end, but they just didn't know how to tell her. Because let's be honest, you do have some people that can really irk you. Like coming to you daily saying, oh girl, I got this going on. Oh girl, to the point where they bringing you down because they always coming to you about something negative going on in their life. You know what I'm saying? But they've been friends for over 11 years. I feel like they should have been to that point where they could have sat her down and talked to her about that. Talk to her about how they was feeling about her coming to them with her problems all the time. Like that should have been something that they talked about. They shouldn't have been talking about her.
She should be able to go talk to him.
True.
Right.
So I don't know. What are y'all last thoughts on this friendship thing? Y'all pretty much already said it, but
Pretty much what Trey said, close the chapter and be done with it. Now, in a situation like for me personally, if I was in her shoes and I overhear a conversation, for me, I don't typically like I heard what I needed to hear. I don't feel like it even needs to be addressed. I'm the block queen.
yes.
If you say if I heard what I need to hear, you gonna get blocked. And I do not have to give you an explanation.
Hmm.
I wash my hands with you. I
So
forgive you. I don't have to give.
you would
I don't
just
have to talk to
hold
you.
that to yourself, and you don't tell that individual of why
What
you
you
don't
saying,
just
Trey?
tell them.
You say don't tell them.
Yeah, tell them
I
that
don't.
you actually they hurt you.
He's saying instead of just blocking them, let them know why you blocked them.
When they block and they don't hear from you, they'll know why. They'll know what they did. I don't feel it's necessary to give them an explanation. I've done it before. Then all of a sudden, just like when I saw Sharon yesterday, I was just telling her like there's somebody that I ran into that they did me dirty, right? And I spoke to them. I wasn't mean to them or anything. But it's like people know what they did to you
Mhm.
because when they see you again, they're extra nice. They know what they did. So you
Right.
don't have to say, well, you did this, you hurt me. No, I'll heal and deal with it in private and let them deal with stuff because God sees it all.
Mhm.
He'll get you better than I can. So I
Mm.
just block you, let you do your own thing. And that's why like a couple of people that did me wrong, when they saw me again, it was like, hey, Tori, like, and I'm like this. I never said what I knew. I never said what I heard or anything. I just stopped talking to them. And they were overly nice. So they were showing their guilt. So no,
Mhm.
I don't address it. I just let it go.
They already know.
I forgive and move on.
And it's sad because it's not only females. Like you have dudes that's jealous of females as well.
Right.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Like, and you can tell like they jealous of what you're doing, your accomplishments, and things like that. Like you, I think I've never been that jealous type because if I see that you're doing good, I'm cheering for you. I'm excited for you. Like that's crazy. And Trey,
Right.
why are you looking like that?
No, I'm listening to you.
Uh,
How I'm looking, I'm just listening to everything. What's going on?
you have
I
something on
mean,
your heart?
yeah, so much is going on my heart. Still, I'm just trying to figure out why she keeps going back. Maybe y'all, both of y'all two are very, I would say, I'm trying to think of the nice word to say.
Well, you better come with it.
Y'all are y'all both are very nice, sweet ladies
Mhm.
and very sweet. And what I mean by that, I mean like y'all willing to give people more multiple chances. But y'all good at cutting people off. I'm just a different breed. What I mean by that is once you do me wrong, once, I'm done.
See, I'm not. I don't want to
I
say
mean,
that
I
you.
don't come across rude or nothing like that. I'm just like, there ain't no hate, but there's just no love. I'm sorry. And I'll tell you what you did. Yeah, we can move past it, but I ain't fooling with you no more. I'm done. And I think it's great that both of y'all two are willing to give people multiple chances, like the young lady. She's willing to be friends with them. And I'm just curious why she keeps going back.
I don't want to say that you're heartless. I mean, because that's your choice. That's your right to feel that way. Like when,
I wouldn't call it heartless either. I think
yeah.
that you are firm with your boundaries
Hmm.
and firm with protecting your peace. I'm getting there. I'm not there yet, but I'm getting there. But once I cut you off, it's a wrap.
Now,
It's a
yeah.
wrap.
Once I cut you off,
But
yeah.
I will say this, if I cut you off, I'm never one thing about me, I will never ever wish anything bad on anyone. Actually,
Mhm.
I have a list of people that did me wrong that I pray for. I pray for my enemies. So I don't wish any harm on anyone, but I actually pray for them and wish them well. I actually do. And when you get to a point where you can pray for someone that hurt you, especially people that try to destroy you, then you know you're on the other side of your healing. And that's a good place to be.
And one thing about you, Tor, what you said earlier is just like you can just like cut somebody off and you'll know why, but you don't feel like at peace when you say to the individual, "Hey, you did this, you did that." I mean, not coming off rude, but just clearing the air.
Nope.
I wish I could do that because you do more. I'll say something to you, not out loud, but I'll pull you to the side and say how I feel.
No. I'll disconnect with no explanation.
I need that in my life.
And it's like when I see you again and you're overly nice, you know what you did. You know why that you're no longer, like, a lot of times when people lose access to you, they know. You don't have to tell them. When they lose access, they know. They know exactly what they did. You don't even have to say a word.
That's sad.
Yeah.
But true.
Yeah.
They be looking crazy in the face when you see them.
Right.
Yeah. Don't know.
Hey, how you doing?
Right.
Don't really know what to say.
Right.
Go to other aisle in the store.
Right. Because I'm telling you, when this person saw me, they were like, "Hey," and the way they said it's like, "Hey, Tori, hey, girl," like we buddy, like, "Hey, girl, how you doing?" I'm like, "Hey, how you been?" I'm like, "I've been good."
Like she don't remember.
And then it's like, you know how people, Veronica, like, people want to say, "Well, let's get together, do something," before she even had a chance. Well, girl, it's good to see you. You take care. And I walked off. Because it was like she was about to say, "Well,
let's get together sometime."
No, we ain't doing that. Nah.
You wouldn't even go out to eat?
No. We ain't breaking bread. I'm telling you, no.
If it's a free meal, I'll go to eat.
I know you would.
I ain't even doing that, Trey.
Now, if you're paying for it, I'm getting me some seafood now.
I ain't even doing that.
But after that, we good.
No, not at all.
Well, I hope this young lady can find peace.
Yeah.
And move on with her life. It seems like she is doing very well for herself. She says she's 25, have her own house, have her own car, have what else she said?
I feel that song in my spirit. INDEP. She got her own house. She got her own car.
Okay, Glory.
She got 2 jobs too.
Well, she just said she have a good job. So
okay.
Oh God.
I mean, that's good. Sounds like she is right.
Oh God.
So it sounds like she is stable, she's doing her thing at the age of 25. And family, let me throw this in there because I don't know if y'all missed it at the beginning of the show, but we do have a phone number now where you can call in when we're doing our lives. The number is 843-481-0533. That's 843-481-0533. It's like I'm on the radio, right? But yes, you definitely can call in while we're doing our lives from now on. So make sure that you all be aware of that number. Once again, 843-481-0533. Yes, I'm so excited because we're moving up on this T, y'all. I can't wait until we be able to get face-to-face again and just make this thing happen. Because
I like the virtual. I love it.
I do love the virtual as well. But yeah. I just miss that face-to-face action. I mean, even though I get to see you guys' face and my guest face and all of that, it's just live where we can like touch each other. Like, girl, you crazy?
But see, the beauty of the virtual though is like you can be talking to somebody, like when you talk to Fatine and Tony Love, they in New York. That's true. The virtual.
True. And not saying
yeah,
and not saying when we are able to get back to face-to-face, not saying that I won't use this platform again, because I do love the virtual platform because we're live. Like before face-to-face, I would do like uploads. You know what I'm saying?
And then sometimes can take forever.
Yeah. So this is a good thing right here, though. So using it to my advantage, but I'm just saying, like, moving on up with this tea. So we have sound effects now. We have a phone number where you can call in and all of that.
Moving on up, moving on up. The tangy tea of life.
Moving on up. Yes. Well, this was a short letter tonight because it didn't take much energy because we all knew what this young lady should do. Find that peace. I mean, because you don't know. She have her own house, like she said. Maybe they was in it for the wrong. I mean, even though she didn't say how old they were, but they was friends for 11 years, so they could be a little older than her. We don't know, and
But they want to come live with her.
they could have been in it for the wrong reasons.
The motives.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I am glad that you two are my friends. That's
Absolutely.
for sure. We have each other back always.
Absolutely.
Tori, you and I, we have deep conversations.
Share some of those deep conversations.
No.
Will not do such a thing because I am loyal. Very loyal. But yeah, so I mean, Tori and I, like I said, we've been friends for a very, very long time. And I thank you, Tori, for being my friend and always there when I call you.
Absolutely.
Trey, of course, my brother. I call Trey my little brother because, like you said, Tori, at the beginning of the show, we've known Trey since he was calling in the radio station trying to get on at the age of.
And now he doing big things.
And Tori, you probably don't remember the song I always used to call a request on Magic.
What song?
Yeah.
I always used to call Tori and ask for Marvin Gaye.
What? What was your favorite song? Do you remember which song you used to request? Or you just used to say play something by Marvin Gaye?
No, I knew exactly what I wanted to hear. I was like the Marvin Gaye Sexual Healing because I always used to call Tori. And I was like, hey, Tori, you sounding good. Can you play some Marvin Gaye Sexual Healing? And you always used to say, what you know about that song?
Right.
Okay.
Because you probably was, what, 12?
No, I was younger than that. But
and want to hear Sexual Healing.
But Tori would always play it within like 2 or 3 songs later.
Wow.
You're like, what you know about that?
At what, 9?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Wow.
Listen.
That is crazy, guys, that we all grew up in radio. Pretty much. I mean, we all was young when we started out in radio. It's crazy. And we still kicking it.
Yeah. Right.
And you know, the awesome part about it is like outside of the tangy tea of life, we can all call and text each other because we've been doing this for a long time. Radio is the most backstabbing business. You don't have friends. So you have work friends, but I don't fool with them outside of the building. Y'all catch that next week. I'm on the right avenue. Okay, I'm talking right now.
Okay.
No shade.
No
but
shade.
It's good. We're able to come together, and and it's real and it's genuine.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah. Shoot. Radio for me, what, 21 years?
No, it should be longer than that for you, Veronica, because you've been doing it longer than me. It's 21 for me. So it should be longer than you because you've been doing it before I have. You was like 98, 99, right?
Yeah, I was 98.
So it should be like 22, 23 because it's 21 for me. This year, October makes 21 years for me. And I think thank you. You remember you were in I was in college and I did an internship one summer, 98, 99, and I came back after I graduated. So you were doing it like 98, 99. So you're doing a little 2 or 3 years longer than I have because you were in traffic. So I think with you, Veronica, you have the beauty of being in different departments, like doing the traffic, being on the air. And I remember when you and Nikki did the show, what it was, sister
Sister to
something.
sister. Yes, I used to
Yeah,
love that.
yeah. So yeah, we've
That's
been
actually when I cracked the mic. That was it.
yeah,
Sister to sisters when I
yeah,
first, and that was Win 106.3.
yeah,
And yeah, I actually got on the mic with Nikki Reed. Shout out to
yes,
Nikki Reed. I don't think she's
yeah,
on Facebook though, but yeah, that was my start
yeah.
on the radio.
I remember. And
Crazy.
I remember starting out when I first started out, y'all know, and I know I ain't the only one who's usually everything that we said, well, everything I said, I would write everything out. And
Girl.
then when I got on the
Really?
radio, you could tell I was reading. I'm like
Mhm.
promoting love. And then I was like, what's wrong? But then when you start doing it, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, if I mess up, just keep going. Just keep
Mhm.
going. But I used to write
Oh, I can't believe
everything
you
out.
wrote everything there. That's too much. I'm just lazy.
Man, I wrote everything out when I
Well,
first started. I wrote everything out, even
yeah.
down to the classics. So you know how we said classic soul and R&B 94.3.
Mhm.
This is Tori. I wrote even my name. This Tori.
Oh my
I
gosh,
wrote
get out.
everything.
In the country cafe.
Yeah, country classroom.
I remember it's country song. Huh?
Wow.
And then you
Don't
got people
believe
all over the world.
what you talking about. And I mean, it's crazy how those people. I mean, when we're in radio, those people, our listeners, they call in, they become our family.
Yes.
So when we have listeners that pass away, I be hurt. I be hurt because I had a lady. Her name she was from Sherrall. As a matter of fact, her name was Sharon. And I was like, I hadn't heard from Sharon in a while. So I called the place that she worked. It was like, well, Sharon got sick and Sharon ended up having cancer. And I
Mhm.
thought that she would bounce back. And it's like when she found out that she had cancer, she passed away within less than a month. And I was devastated. And there was
Wow.
another lady that used to call me every single day. She stopped calling me. She got killed in a car accident.
Ooh.
Mm.
So it's like our listeners, they become our family.
Yeah.
And so when things happen to them, I'd be like, oh, I'd be
Yeah.
hurt.
And it's just like a connection. Like
Yeah.
you talk to them and they become like your family. I mean,
Yeah.
with doing this request hour, I
Yeah.
always hear from Miss E over in Darlington every single day, and I was
Yes.
thank God for her over in Darlington and brother Wallace Funderburg. Those two right there, I always hear from them.
Listen, Trey, I'm glad you said that. Matter of fact, Wallace Funderburg was the guy that Sharon dated. So when you talk to him, ask him about him. Ask him about Sharon.
And I
She
talked to him
dated
earlier today. Wow.
at Wallace Mechanical Supply in it.
And when you talk about the listeners that going on, like your friend Kim, her mom is Edith Mae King, the
Yes.
most sweetest lady who you
Yes.
will ever meet.
Yeah.
She had that nice, soft-spoken voice, and it hurt me when I found out that, of course, she passed away because Miss Edith Mae King will call their glory every single day at that noon o'clock hour.
Yes.
And the first time I met her, Miss King reminded me of my grandmother because at first, real quick, I was like, we were at her church and I was there for a program or something. And I turned around, I heard Miss King says, Trey. And for a second, I thought I passed away because she looked just like my grandmother.
Oh
Mm.
wow.
So it kind of freaked me out for a second. I was like, oh my God.
Wow.
But
Wow.
I love Miss King. Sweetest lady
Yeah.
ever.
Really sweet. Really sweet. Oh my God. Yes. Lord. Yo, how we got here?
Ooh, look, child.
We all the way off the letter.
Listen.
We have that
But
radio
Trey, make sure,
flashback.
but
Yeah.
Trey, make sure when you talk to Mr. Wallace, make sure you tell him that Tori mentioned Sharon. Sharon died a few years ago, and they used to call me every day when I was at Magic. So please make sure you ask him about Miss Sharon.
I would definitely because I knew he'll be calling tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah.
Eric,
He's a really cool dude. Really cool dude.
Well, yeah. I mean, we have a lot of great listeners. But because I'm, like you said, Tori, I'm in so many different departments.
Yeah.
I don't get the opportunity to speak to all of our listeners unless I'm like out on location, like if I'm at an event or happen to see someone. And it's crazy because people still don't know that it's me on the radio. Like
I keep
they
telling you it's a real name.
they'll come to me and they'd be like, "You sound just like that girl on the radio." I'd be like, "That's me. That's me." But because I'm behind the scenes so much, like in working in a business department is hard for me to interact with a lot of listeners over the airwaves. But like I said, if we're out on an event or whatever, then I get the opportunity to talk to them and, laugh it up, or you know what I'm saying? Like get to know them. So that's a blessing that we do have a lot of faithful listeners. That's for sure. So
Yeah.
And they always keep us encouraged too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So yeah, we appreciate, even if we have some listeners watching right now, we appreciate you guys so much.
Sister Pat
Thank you, guys.
Richards.
Yep,
She's watching.
Patricia.
She's very faithful
Always,
too.
Right.
always listening. Yes, Miss Patricia. Thank you so much.
And Miss Patricia, Pat Adams. I have they used to work at McLeod Medical Business Services. I still have some of the faxes they sent me like back in the early 2000s.
Wow.
And matter of fact, one of the girls that used to fax me all the time, she actually passed away a few years ago. And I still have all the faxes and stuff they ever sent to me. I still have all of that stuff. Even the faxes they sent me wishing me a happy birthday, I still have all of that stuff. All the cards my listeners, I still have all of that stuff.
Memories.
Yes, I have all of that stuff.
Wow. Well, we can't say that we are blessed family. We are truly blessed because, people have came and gone in this radio business, but we are definitely still hanging on after all this time. Still there. So it's definitely, it's definitely a blessing. And we definitely don't take it lightly.
No.
Well, any final thoughts on this letter, guys?
Like people said, like Sister Patricia said, she says, "Close that door, baby." I'm gonna tell you, in the words of Sister Patricia, close that door. Like y'all kept saying, "Girl," earlier. She said, "Chapter, baby." Like y'all kept saying, "Girl," earlier. Said, "Girl, you in danger, danger, girl, danger. Go, don't go back."
Molly, you in danger, girl. That was on Ghost.
Oh God! Close the door and let it stay shut.
Don't go back. Don't go back.
I definitely think it's time for her to close that door and move on. Yeah, definitely not your friend.
Be like Tori. Block them all the way off or pull a tray. Tell them exactly how you feel. You tell them, I ain't fooling with you no more. You probably don't say fully, you might say something else.
Well, Trey, I think that's the Leo in you though.
Oh gosh. I think that's a man thing too, because men, y'all could do that. It's not heartless, but I think y'all could do that a whole lot easier than we can, because we have our emotions attached to it. A lot of times it's hard for us as women to take our emotions out of situations, and it's a lot easier for men to just like whatever, be done. I'm done. I like Tracy. I ain't fooling with you no more. And he gonna let you know I ain't fooling with you no more.
Like that just ain't. I can't.
And my favorite word I like to say is courageous. Those courageous conversations. I use it on the job and in personal life when we have those difficult conversations. So I'd be like, "Hey, it's time to have a courageous conversation." When we have that conversation, when we talk about where we're not comfortable being comfortable.
Right.
Well,
I'm getting there, Trey.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Are we just making it hard?
Y'all making it hard.
Like maybe because we never tried it.
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Try my trick one next time. Both of y'all too. And then text me, let me know how it works. Have those courageous conversations.
I'll try. I'll try.
You'll feel so much better.
Babe.
We'll see.
You won't be in danger, girl, but you'll feel better.
We'll see. I'll try.
All right, guys. Well, let's wrap this tea up with some good tea. Hopefully, we gave good advice tonight. Hopefully, she feel better about the situation and she know exactly what she needs to do. But like we say, majority of the time when people write these letters, like they pretty much already know what they should do. They just want to get that second opinion, advice, or whatever you want to call it. They want to hear it from someone else, but they know what they should be doing. So
yeah,
thanks for having me on the show tonight. I appreciate it.
Of course, thank you.
My third time on the show.
Yes,
just the third time, Trey. This is the third time. That's it.
I think it's his third time.
Wow.
I think it might be my second time.
No. We've been live together, like face to face twice for sure. So I think this is your third time.
Third time.
Oh wow! Okay.
I appreciate you, and I know it's been last minute. Like I said, it's probably been like 7:30. Where I was like, Trey, hey, I need you on. Can you come on, please? I need you. And he was there. That's what friends do.
Absolutely.
That's what I call. I got love for it. I got love for you. Anybody else who hit me up at 7:30, I'm sorry, baby. I'll do last minutes.
Right.
I laughed in. Yes, but I appreciate you. I really do. Thank you, Trey, for coming in and hanging out with us on the tea tonight. Appreciate.
Absolutely.
Wait, the laughter still going on? Wait, that's a long laughter. I got to get used to all this technology I have in front of me now.
You better write them things out. Know what button?
Well, it's clearly up here. It's up there. But it's just looking and, anywho, I'm going to play around with it. It's going to be perfection the next time I'm on here. But thank you, Brother Trey, for joining us tonight. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Praise God.
Yeah, check Trey out on Glory 98.5 FM and 540 AM weekdays from 3 until 7 p.m.
And just listen to the broadcast. You'll be trust and you'll be blessed by listening.
Oh. Well, okay then. I felt blessed just now. Thank you.
There's something going on from 3 to 7. Touch that dial one time, you'll be blessed by the music.
Oh gosh,
the music is the star.
The music and the words of wisdom. And I love the request hour.
Yes, I love the request hour.
Dedication. Yeah. That's my favorite because that's when I know to pick up all these voices and knowing them. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because dedication hour, like we let the listeners take control over the radio. They get to request what they want to hear. Like if it's an old spiritual they want to hear, we got you. Well, Trey got you. Doing dedication hour.
Trey Kim is on.
Hey Kim.
Say yes. Definitely. Well, Tori, my girl, thank you so much for joining me every week. Well.
Don't set me up. Don't you do it.
Come on back in the room. But I appreciate you, girl, for always being there when I need you, when I call you. That's what friends are for. Over 20 years with Tori and 18 years with Trey. Such a blessing. It's a blessing. It's a blessing to have you guys in my life. Thank you. Thank you so much.
We love you.
Aww, I love you guys too.
Look at Marvin. Hey, Marvin.
I can't see the comment.
Marvin got the eyes. You know how you do with the eyes.
Oh, Lord. Jesus. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us tonight on the tea. That's going to wrap it up for us. If you guys would like to be a guest on the tea, please inbox me or you can email me at tangyteaoflife@gmail.com. Please keep those emails coming. We'd love for you guys to be a guest on the show. Also, if you have topic suggestions, hit me up tangyteaoflife@gmail.com. And you can also send me an inbox. My Tangy Tea of Life inbox, or if you're friends with me on Facebook, Veronica Samuel, you can inbox me there as well. And I appreciate all the love. Wait, I'll laugh at myself. I appreciate all the love, guys, that you guys have been sending me, and keep the emails coming. And of course, if like I said, if you would like to be a guest, you're more than welcome. But I have been getting a lot of emails, especially from the young ones now. So they are definitely watching the tea. We appreciate you guys so much. Trey, you're pretty young.
My son sneaks and watches.
Listen, what you told us yesterday.
He's 15. Like, what you watching? Or watching Tangy Tea.
Yeah. Like you said yesterday, that was funny.
He had his phone. I missed the beginning Tuesday, and he had his phone and he was hiding. I'm like, what you watching? The tea.
The tea. 15. We pulling them in.
And I always enjoy the stories too.
Yeah.
The emails can be really.
Emails.
Oh God.
But thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. I will definitely go back and look at the comments, because like I said before, I can't see all the comments that come through. Just some I can see, which is kind of crazy. But unless I'm like looking on my phone.
Yeah.
But appreciate all of you. Thank y'all guys so much. Again, Tori and Trey, love you guys. And hopefully, God willing, we will be back Tuesday with some more hot tea. Right? Appreciate you guys. Have a fantastic weekend. Stay safe out there, everyone. See you next time.